Have you ever been in a situation like this? You went somewhere with friends. Everyone said, "Wait, let's take a picture." And you quietly stepped back. You said, "No, you guys take it." Or maybe you forced a fake smile and somehow took a photo, but deep inside you kept thinking, "I don't look good. What if someone posts this photo? Everyone will see it." Now the question is, do you actually dislike photos? Or does your mind stop you from taking them? Well, psychology says running away from the camera isn't just shyness. It's actually part of your personality. Your mind is secretly giving you a signal. So today, let's understand why some people don't like taking pictures of themselves. So let's begin. You value experience over display. This is one of the most powerful and valid reasons why you may not enjoy taking pictures. And honestly, it's a completely different perspective. Imagine you went to the mountains. One person is busy taking 50 photos. And you? You're quietly sitting there, simply admiring the beauty of nature. Now ask yourself, which moment feels more special? Posing for beautiful pictures? Or silently experiencing the breathtaking view of nature? Research says people who stay busy capturing everything often fail to truly experience life in the moment. But those who stay present feel the moment deeply. Others are collecting proof, while you are creating memories. Social comparison and body language. Imagine opening Facebook. One person has flawless skin. Another has the perfect jawline. Someone else has an aesthetic photo. Everyone looks perfect. And at that moment your brain tells you, "I'm not as attractive as them." Then you take your own photo. No filters. Lighting isn't perfect. Camera angle looks weird. And instantly your mind starts comparing you with others. Psychology calls this social comparison theory. For example, when you look at yourself in the mirror, you usually don't feel uncomfortable. But when you see yourself on camera, suddenly it feels like, wait, is that really me? So you don't avoid photos because you hate yourself. You avoid them because your mind is trying to protect you from judgment and comparison. This point is a little deep. Have you ever looked at your own picture and thought, "That doesn't look like me at all"? This feeling is actually very common, but people rarely talk about it openly. In psychology, this is connected to something called depersonalization. Meaning, the you inside your mind doesn't match the you see outside. For example, inside you may see yourself as calm, thoughtful, and deep. But in photos you may look awkward, blank, or overly energetic. At that point your brain refuses to accept, "That's me." And naturally, you start avoiding pictures. Because the image doesn't match your real identity. Fear of attention. Everyone thinks you avoid pictures because you're shy. But the truth goes deeper. Imagine someone suddenly points a camera at you. Everyone says, "Smile." Say cheese. At that moment your brain feels like everyone is watching you. Everyone is judging you. For introverts and overthinkers, this creates something called the spotlight effect. That's why during group photos you suddenly freeze up. Even your natural smile starts looking fake. You're not uncomfortable with taking pictures. You're uncomfortable with becoming the center of attention. Need for control. In real life, you control everything. How you walk, talk, react, or express yourself. But in a photo? 1 second. One expression. One weird angle. And boom, it stays forever. An awkward blink. A strange expression. And where does it end up? WhatsApp groups. Facebook. Instagram. This lack of control creates anxiety in many people's minds. You tell your friend, "Bro, please delete that ugly picture from your phone." But they never delete it. So your mind chooses the safest option. don't take the picture at all. No photo. No anxiety. Look, my friend, let me make one thing clear. Avoiding pictures all the time is not necessarily a problem. Sometimes it simply means you are self-aware. And you don't need other people's validation to prove your worth. So honestly tell me, why do you avoid taking pictures? Because of insecurities? Or because you truly want to live in the moment? Definitely let me know in the comments. See you again in the next video.